of Christmas. Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6 with me, Bernice Abubeidulansa. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. Also on Love 99.5 in Kumasi. Affiliates across Ghana, including Gaskia 105.5 FM in Techiman and worldwide at myjoyonline.com. Coming up, Minority MP Nusa Fuseni appears before police investigators today as he's interrogated over comment advocating for the NDC's flag bearer John Mahama to declare himself president-elect.
I mean, that's a feeling I expressed, that's a view I expressed. That view is not original.
Isn't this a threat to our peace?
Well, it could be.
Meanwhile, the NDC has vowed to challenge restraining order secured by the police, banning it from further protests and demonstrations against the outcome of the 2020 elections in Accra.
When we get any restraining order from the court, we will contest it again in court because the court do not have the powers, or the police do not have the powers to prevent us from protesting.
Also in this package, EC boss apologizes to minority in parliament over her inability to meet the group when it marched to its premises on Tuesday. She promises to resolve their grievances with Techiman South parliamentary seat.
And in business, EcoBank emerges as the biggest bank in the country in terms of assets, deposits and loans for 2019.
And later, Christmas through the eyes of a child. We'll hear from some children whose wish this festive season is to see a pandemic-free world.
I said that was the year Jesus was born. So I like it because we mostly enjoy ourselves in our house.
Okay, Christmas is the celebration of Jesus Christ.
Christmas means the birth of, that's the time Jesus was born.
I'm sure you really want to hear from these children. Do stay with us for details of these and more. Thanks for your company. The details now. Ranking member on Parliament's Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee, Nusa Fuseni, will this morning face the police CID over comments he made on live television urging NDC flag bearer John Mahama to declare himself president-elect. In a comment on the Pan-African television, he disputed the Electoral Commission's declaration that the NPP had won the December 7 presidential elections. The outgoing Tamale Central MP insisted Mr. Mahama won and called on him to declare himself president-elect and form the next government. Now, the CID is on his heels. Joseph Opokugakpo has more.
Director General of the Police CID, COP Kanyabua, in a letter to the Speaker of Parliament, Professor Michael Quain, said that the CID is investigating the MP for comments he made on Pan-African TV that, quote, I have said and I have advocated that the NDC flag bearer John Mahama declares himself president and forms a parallel government, unquote. It would be appreciated if you could release the aforementioned Member of Parliament to the Director of Operations CID at the CID headquarters at 10 o'clock to assist with investigations. In a letter to the Member of Parliament signed by Deputy Director Legal Services of Parliament Nana Tewi Otre, he said, I am directed by the Right Honourable Speaker to bring to your attention the attached letter of invitation from the Ghana Police Service requesting you to assist with ongoing investigations. Mr. Speaker, having regard to the limitations of Article 117 and 118 of the 1992 Constitution, and noting the fact that the House is currently adjourned indefinitely, has asked that you make yourself available for the interaction with the Ghana Police Service on Thursday, 24 December 2020 at 10 a.m. at the CID headquarters. The MP has confirmed to Joy News he will be at the CID headquarters for the interrogation this morning.
Joseph Opokugakpo with that report. Now, the opposition NDC says it will challenge the restraining order secured by the police, banning the party from embarking on further protests and demonstrations in Accra. Deputy General Secretary Peter Otokuno says the NDC will resist any attempt by government to gag it. This comes on the back of a restraining order secured by the police prohibiting the party, from demonstrating against the electoral outcome of the 2020 elections. Here's Peter Otokuno.
Nobody can prevent us from protesting. Nobody can prevent us from expressing our quiet. on the wrongs and the injustice that is being perpetrated, in this country. And for that matter, for the Ghana Police Service to act as, the laws of the country to stop us and take away that right is most unfortunate. When we get any restraining order from the court, we will contest it again in court, because the court do not have the powers, the court do not have, or the police do not have the powers to prevent us from protesting.
You have Peter Otokuno, the NDC's Deputy General Secretary. Meanwhile, the EC boss, Jane Mensah, has apologized to the minority NDC in Parliament over her inability to meet the group on Tuesday when it marched to the premises of the Commission. The minority MPs broke through a police barricade to get to the premises, but no staff received their petition demanding a recollation of the Techiman South constituency result. The minority leader subsequently deposited a copy of the petition with an accompanying letter at the premises of the EC. Here are extracts of Madame Jean Mensah's reply to the minority leader.
On behalf of the Electoral Commission, I write to acknowledge receipt of your letter and petition dated the 21st of December 2020. We apologize for our inability to meet you and your delegation. This stemmed from the late receipt of your letter. We assure you that our doors remain open should you wish to present the petition in person to the Commission. Meanwhile, the Commission will study the content of the petition and respond within the shortest possible time. As a Commission, we remain committed to resolving issues arising from the just-ended election, which are within our mandate. On behalf of the Electoral Commission, I take this opportunity to wish you compliments of the season.
You heard the extract of that letter Jane Mensah, EC chairperson, wrote to minority leader Haruna Idrisu. Now, the 2020 campaign chairman of the governing MPP, Peter McMahon, has been summoned to appear before the party's committee set up to probe the loss of its parliamentary seats. He's expected to answer questions on the performance of the party in the just-ended presidential and parliamentary elections. Over 40 NPP MPs lost their seats to the NDC during the December 7 polls. In an exclusive with Mr. McMahon, he insisted the campaign team cannot be blamed for the loss of those seats.
I think that we have a review committee in place, headed by Nana Osafo-Maafo, with veteran politicians like Papa Uso Ankuma, Fred Owari, Madam Lisbeth Ohene, etc. on board. Kwame Osei-Prempeh, former MP for Nsuta Kwama,
When are you scheduled to appear before the committee to justify?
They have called my assistant, so eventually they will call me.
But how soon
that I'm not in control of the committee, so I cannot tell, but I know they will call me.
Dropped abysmal.
Very well. I do.
They accuse you of being the prophet. No. Because you don't perform.
No.
You heard the NPP's campaign chairman, Peter McMahon, speaking to Michael E. Chrissy Packer Wilson there.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents.
Time for our series on Christmas, and today we are looking at the celebration through the eyes of children. As you know, Christmas is a time for families to come together, share gifts, express their love for one another. But with COVID-19 forcing governments to impose restrictions, some children say their wish is just to see a pandemic-free world. Judith Awajitando has more in this report.
Christmas has always been a time of love and giving. But for children, Christmas doesn't only represent an occasion to commemorate the birth of Christ. It's a perfect time to get gifts from Santa Claus and get their wishes fulfilled by their parent. Some children Joy News spoke to Inosu and Wager here in Accra have interesting wishes for Christmas this year.
I wish that I go to school and get sense to grow up so that when I finish school, I can work on my own and also to build a house and buy a car.
I wish all would be best and all enjoy ourselves.
I want us to be a better family.
But